situation in the country in just a moment. Now, the plight of thousands of students who depend on public universities for their education is worsening as the lecturers remain away from class. The strike has caused paralysis in higher learning institutions, with students left in the cold, unsure of their next step.
Lecturers have been on strike for 45 days, and Ahmed Mohammed is now uncertain about his future. He is not sure when classes will resume and how soon he will complete his coursework. For these fourth-year financial engineering students at JKUAT, since the lecturers' strike began on 1st March, he has spent all his time at home doing household duties.
If today I just go in and say I want an internship and tomorrow they're giving me an internship, there is a minimum period, the 8-week period that you have to do. Then all of a sudden you have to go back to school, because it's a strike, you don't know when it ends.
Internship. But due to the recurrent strike, he has been forced to shelve those plans.
Mimi niko na project yenye nafaa kumaliza, right? My group mates or the guys I'm supposed to do the project with are at home. How are we supposed to coordinate?
Together with a group of other frustrated students, Ahmed took to social media under the hashtag End the Lecturers' Strike in the hope of getting audience with the government and to air their grievances. Through the hashtag, the irritated students have exposed their bitterness over the issue that appears to be an unending back and forth between government and lecturers. Feedback from the concerned parties is, however, not forthcoming.
These leaders, their students should be in public universities. That way, they'll feel the pinch.
The Universities and Academic Staff Union, WASU, acknowledges that students have been inconvenienced, but blames the government for being disloyal on the talks, saying they have done their part in the dialogue.
Right now, it's not even 1 year since the election, and they're already talking about the 2022 succession. They're not even, I have not had the president or the deputy president come out and say that the students are affected.
23-year-old Ahmed comes from Wajir town, but he has chosen to remain in Nairobi with the hopes that he will soon be back in class. But having to sustain life in the city is putting a strain on his wallet.
Imagine if a student was in school right now, he'll have to pay the rent, which is 9,000. You have to use 150 shillings on food on a daily basis. That is around 45 to 5,000, 4,500 to 5,000. So in 1 month, a student will use approximately 15 to 20,000, and you are in school and you're not being taught.
To add insult to the injury, Ahmed has 2 other siblings in public universities, all of them forced to stay at their rented house in Nairobi's Donholm area. Their other worry is, if school resumes, they will be forced to rush the syllabus, hence lowering the quality of education.
One of my friends went to Riara University. I saw her graduate today. My other friend went to USIU. He actually stayed out for 1 year because he went out of the country, then came back, and he's finishing in 2 months.
Ahmed and another 600,000 students across all 31 public universities have no option but to cross their fingers in the hope that the Ministry of Education and WASU strike a deal in the next